Hello, my name's Sebastian Varela, and I'm the level designer for the first level you're going to see. At first, I wanted to build an Antarctica kind of scenery, but I just felt like it didn't fit with the adventure log, so I decided to switch to more of a jungle route. As you can see, I used the tree branches on the ground to leave some breadcrumbs to kind of guide the player to this level, to this high area here. I wanted to use the green moss material you see on the rocks as my golden path, just so the player can easily identify which route to take. Originally, on this high ground area, it was just a solid path for the player to come across, so I wanted to add some jumping obstacles to give the player more interactive experience. Heading into our first cave area, I actually wanted to implement some of the lighting techniques we learned in the alpha videos. So here I wanted to kind of give it that glowing phase, just kind of give it that unique underground feel. Heading into our underground village, my thought behind this is just a civilization that was untouched by modern technology. So kind of going in here, I actually listened to the professor feedback. As you can see, those rocks are there to kind of block the player from going into the void. I wanted to add a lot more detail into this area with the waterfall. For the grounding, I actually used different rock meshes and different sizes, just to kind of give it that more unedged feel so the player wasn't just walking on a straight path. To use the vines to kind of guide the player, like, hey, kind of go upwards and kind of give them that little bit more of a transitional period there and a little bit more gameplay elements. As we reach the top of the level here, we kind of have this little old school structure. Let's kind of give it a little bit more detail in the area. And I wanted to give the player kind of a unique experience when looking down, kind of giving them just to be able to see all the little details kind of added up top here. So as the player kind of comes into our second transitional area, I wanted to kind of use instead of the traditional key, I wanted to use the amethyst as you saw in that purple sphere earlier, just to kind of give it a more unique setting. Old school, they wouldn't have traditional keys to unlock doors and such. Heading into our last level here, I was actually very proud of this. I changed it to the Great Waterfall area, created this large waterfall scene here, as well as I didn't want the player to run right across, so I actually made it so that the river would respawn the player immediately. And again, before in the block mesh phase, the player used to just run right across, right into the exit cave, heading into the next level. So I wanted to add a little bit more gameplay elements, adding this high ground area so the player has a little bit more of a risk reward. So if they fall, they're obviously going to land in the water and have to respawn and have to transverse back over this top edge area here. And finally, we kind of just head out into the next player's level.